What's up, you fucking Chilean warthogs? Today, Black Ops 2, things you didn't know. We knew a lot of things that you guys didn't know. There was a slight chance, just a slight chance, of Black Ops 2 coming back. But at this point, there is no chance. So, I'm going to put everything on the table, laying down the tricks of the trade. First thing is first, EMPs, most OP thing in the game. If you didn't use EMPs, you're bad. I'm going to be honest with you. Because EMPs, like if your team didn't use EMPs, you guys did not win games. Because EMPs... No, okay, let me just give you a rundown of what EMPs did. EMPs stunned you. EMPs weakened you. EMPs took away your minimap. There's like 6 different things. Oh yeah, you could spot check with EMPs so the enemy knew where you were. They were just like a blue little fucking dildo looking thing that just raped everybody. So this is our strat, to fucking use as many EMPs as possible without the other team using hardwired. So me and Clay did this a lot. He usually used Semtex and stun, and I used 2 EMPs, but then every other death or so, he would switch between a Semtex and a stun and a Semtex and an EMP. So the trick of it was, because if you use 4 EMPs, the other team would throw on hardwired. So you never really wanted to use 4 EMPs all the time, because hardwired actually like completely countered EMPs. So if you use hardwired, then EMPs were basically fucking useless. Like at least attack mask and flak check it, like it still hurt the guy, it still slowed him down. You didn't want them to use hardwired. So the trick of it was to convince the enemy that you weren't using as many EMPs as you were. So and the trick of it was, we found out that if you use 4, they'll throw on hardwired. If you use 2, they will never use hardwired. But you want to get it, and so the thing is, obviously more is better. So we found out that if you use 3 half of the time, they never put on hardwired. So that was a trick we did in CTF and Hardpoint, and that honestly won us a lot of tournaments, because I mean it just left the other team just not. It was basically a shitstorm for them, and it just added more pressure than there actually was. That was really like why we won a lot of CTFs, because we were using 3 EMPs a lot, and if you use hardwired, then we would just switch back to stuns. So something like that worked out. But something that I did, I think there's probably like 2 or 3 players that actually knew how to use EMPs well. I call it the snowball trick that a lot of people did in snowball fights. The scumbags of the group, they did this shit. They how they would like be behind cover or something like that, behind a fucking nice super cool bush, and they would throw a snowball up, and then they would take another one and just go like whip it, sidearm it. But anyways, you're like focusing on the fucking one that's going up, and then you just get dead. Like we did that in Black Ops 2. But with EMPs, well, I did that at least. So say I did this every single time. Back Kitchen Hill, there was that fucking tree of death, the tree head glitch that you would never kill anyone off of. But anyway, so you would snowball this shit. You would go, so I'd be back laundry. I'd be coming around laundry, and the guy would be on the head glitch on the tree. I would throw that shit before I even hit the corner. And then I timed it like I knew it so well. So this angle would be like 2 seconds. This angle would be like 3 seconds. This angle would be like a second. So anyways, I would time it perfectly. So right when the EMP blew up, I would challenge the corner at the same exact time. So the guy's aim would be, like, even if he had an M8, I'd probably outshoot him, just because like it was just that easy to kill someone when they were stunned by an EMP. Because when they get hit by an EMP, it goes, like, your aim just goes to shit. So... But yeah, just doing the snowball trick all the time. I actually knew EMP spots, because if they started using a lot of trophies, then I knew EMP spots for every single hill on every single hardpoint map, and that I would like throw an EMP through a wall. It would blow up all their trophies, and then my teammates could throw nades and shit in. So what else was there? The M8 on lane, guys. If you use hardwired, or not hardwired, if you use lightweight with an M8, what are you doing? Because lightweight with an M8, the strafe speeds, and like, I don't know what it was, but it would just fucking destroy the aim. It was just so inconsistent. So I always used, and people thought it was quick draw. People thought it was quick draw. They're like, why the fuck does the M8 suck on land? Like, what's wrong with it? And everyone's like, oh, it's quick draw. So you saw a period of time, I think it was around PAX and Gfinity too, but a lot of people were using fucking FMJ over quick draw because Ricky used it and Ricky won a tournament with it. But in reality, I don't think he used lightweight. I'm pretty sure he used flak. But even if he did use lightweight, I honestly feel like we got beat at PAX because of fucking Embos and Parasite. But anyways, you always wanted to use flak on an M8 just because the strafe speeds were slower. Your bullets hit a lot, I don't know, cleaner, more crisp, I guess you could say. I don't know why, but that was just what we experienced on land. But yeah, and then so I'd use flak and then I'd use quick draw on the M8 on land all the time, and all my bullets hit. So no matter what. For the anchor position, I always thought it was better to have that person to push to the next hardpoint hill with a sub, because say you go at like 30 seconds and say you kill a guy, the guy can come back, and if you're in the same fucking spot, he's gonna kill you. So it was better to have like that versatile player that can like move, and for lack of a fucking different word, and I know Fizzerp loves that word, but yeah, like if you had a sub player, you could just kill a guy, move really quickly, get to another spot, and you know, if there's two guys coming for you, then you could basically shut shit down. But with an M8, I don't know. So I always thought that a sub player should rotate better. I was kind of that player. I was kind of like an overall player in that game. But yeah, guys, hopefully these little tricks and shit blew your mind, but they probably did not. I'm gonna be honest with you. Just maybe the snowball shit. But yeah, just it was all about EMPs that game. Like I tell people, pro players this, and they don't get it. And when I say this, and I mean it, I'm like, dude, the only two teams that used EMPs at Call of Duty Champs in 2013 got first and they got second, because we didn't use EMPs, Optic didn't use EMPs, Fear didn't use EMPs, Epsilon didn't use EMPs. Like, people think that like, oh no, it was because of Cap 40. Like, no, you fucking idiot. It's because of EMPs. Hopefully you guys liked the video, and if you did, leave a like. You know, if you like the phrases that were used, if you like the intel, the knowledge that was dropped, no, not follow the channel. Is this Twitch? No, this is YouTube. Subscribe.